I'm sure you have a lot of questions about this course of fundraising and venture capitalism. So, first, let's understand if this course is actually for you or not. This course is definitely for every person who is currently or an aspiring entrepreneur. It's for every business guy or girl who has a vision of building a company and in the process make a lot of money, at the same time make an impact. So it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner level aspiring entrepreneur with no previous knowledge or experience in this field. This 9 hours course will help you with everything from scratch to advance in depth. So, this course is also for you if you're a person with a lot of money looking to invest in startups, or if you have a family business, or you're simply someone who wants to explore this industry. Now, know that this course is not just restricted to business people. If you are someone who plans to secure a high paying job in a reputed company, this course is for you. Know that you will be getting a recommendation letter from our company for the completion of this course. So, we thought of providing you guys certificates, but personally, knowing this industry, certificate is something everyone has nowadays. The company recommendation letter that you will receive will carry much more weight in your CV or resume than any other certificate, as it will be directly coming from the CEO. So, moving on, this course is just not a compiled in depth knowledge gem of 9 hours. You also have additional benefits. You will access to live personal one-on-one sessions with me directly, and I will solve every last question you have in mind. In short, everything that there is about fundraising and venture capitalism will be at your fingertips. So, doesn't matter if you come from a business background or not, if you're just looking out for a decent or a high paying job in a reputed company, or if you're simply someone who wants to explore this industry. There is no better course for you than fundraising and venture capitalism. One last thing before I leave you here, I hope you already know the price of this course is 1300 Indian rupees. That's really an amount which is a little higher than what it costs you to buy a pizza. So, the only reason why this course is this cheap is because we have kept it affordable for everyone to access it. And I personally believe that venture capital is big, big money. And it's a field that not everyone has all awareness about. In short, venture capitalism is a field, or you can say a gold mine, that has the potential of giving you a lot of opportunities. So, saying that, I wish you all the very best. Hello, everyone. If you're seeing this video, which means you already know me, at least a bit. For those who don't, my name is Divya Lad. Since this video is where you actually get to know me, I firmly believe that before pursuing any kind of knowledge, it's very crucial to know the credibility of the source. It's the same thing as you just can't trust everything that is there on the internet without first knowing the source. Thus, I feel it's crucial for you to know my journey in entrepreneurship first before actually leaning into this course. So, I'm an entrepreneur and I started my first business at the age of 17. My very first startup's name was Revivo. It was a tech based startup that was meant to bring in a revolution in the sports industry. I myself, coming from a sports background, I understood the gap and problems in the sports industry. So, moreover, a solution and an opportunity to build something really cool. So, Revivo was a platform where all sports coaches, trainers, enthusiasts, players, and students get connected. It was a way of bridging the gap between sports enthusiasts wanting only the best of training and sports coaches wanting future stars who can play for Indian sports. Within the very first year, Revivo started generating the revenue of anywhere around 25K to 50K per month, which I felt was a good start. I ran Revivo for 2 years. before I moved on to my new company. Starting there, couple more companies and couple more years later, facing a couple of startup failures, now I can confidently say that I am the right person here to tell you a word or two about building a business. So, trust me, success is good, but nothing can give you a better experience and exposure than failure. And I have plenty of it. So, few more years of experimenting with all sorts of companies, I found my right way of business. As most of you already know, I have a company called iVid, which runs in both B2B and B2C model. So the B2B side of my company, iVid, specializes in business consultancy. We have over 100 startups, companies, influencers on board who have made use of our business consultancy and development assistance in a variety of domains. Specifically speaking, fintech, agriculture, infotech, AI, engineering, manufacturing and processing, e-commerce, you name it. While this was going on, I have personally persevered my passion for teaching business. And that's exactly the reason of existence of iVid's B2C site. So herein we coach young entrepreneurs as such yourself, people who have ideas and think they can change the world, people who want to do something out of the box, and so you got an idea. So business development program or BDP is a combination of 7 high income skills of website development, digital marketing, lead generation, sales funnels, affiliate marketing, e-commerce and drop shipping, product development, cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. So these 7 high income skills is what BDP or business development program is made of. And the whole purpose of this is to give entrepreneurs multiple streams of income and a variety of opportunities when it comes to securing a high paying job, a global freelancing career, or obviously starting your own business. So I'm also an author, I forgot to mention before, and this is my book, Business Mindset. So, Business Mindset, the first step to creating any successful business. And I believe, and I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs out there agree with this. Any mindset other than business mindset is an average mindset. So, this book is for everyone who aims to start a business or is already running one. And it's not only associated with building a business, but also applies for people who have other interests and for people who actually want to be successful. So, it has the foundation ways of thinking and building a perfect character or personality for you to go ahead and succeed in your personal domain. So, I wish you all the very best. I hope you have fun and hopefully learn everything that there is to fundraising and venture capitalism. So, this course is divided into 13 sections. Each section covers individual topics under which there are around 5 to 10 subtopics. Starting from this very section, as you already know in this introduction session, which in the coming few sections you will be taught how to navigate throughout the course so you can utilize it effectively to 100% value. Moving on to section 2, basics of fundraising. Herein, you will be learning what is a startup ecosystem and how it works. What's a startup? What is fundraising? Who are these investors? Investor motivation and so on. Moving on to section 3, you will be learning types of financing, under which 3 topics of equity financing, debt financing, convertible debt or safe notes. By the end of section 3, you can expect to at least know the basics of what goes into fundraising and venture capitalism. From section 4 is where the core stuff starts. Moving on, section 4, 5 and 6 are solely dedicated to venture capitalism and are divided into 3 parts respectively. Section 4, Venture Capitalism Part 1, you will be learning when, why and how to raise funds. Herein, you'll learn decoding valuation, how to get your board of advisors, how to network, what is a VC, why and when to raise funds, how to improve your management team, and so on. Moving on to section 5, VC part 2, you will be learning 7 sources of funding: bootstrapping, 3 Fs, angel investors, venture capitalists, business incubators and accelerators, bank loans, Startup India scheme for India, and others. Moving on to section 6, VC part 3, you will be learning security or legal structures to protect your company, under which you'll be learning how and why VC history is crucial to review company, what investors you should target, plus how do investors do due diligence on you. How can you not and yes understand security structures, hurt you, and so on. Moving on to section 7. This entire section is dedicated to building a solid pitch deck for you to get your desired amount of funding. This is indeed one of the most important sections throughout the course. Herein, you'll be learning how to create the best possible pitch deck for your company. Advanced pitching for startups, case studies of different unicorns like Airbnb, Uber, etc., and their very first pitch decks. Moving on to section 8, Advanced Fundraising and Venture Capitalism. Herein, you learn how to make a minimum viable product, elevator pitch, equity financing and valuation, term sheets, case studies on how to deal with VC firms investing in your company, for example, Sequoia, and so on. Moving on to section 9, IPO and valuation, where you will be learning how an IPO really works, plus value post, plus pre-revenue model, how DCF or discounted cash flow analysis work, valuing a company versus the competition, and so on. Moving on to section 10, alternatives and turnarounds. Herein you will be learning financing alternatives, plus why to avoid debt if you can, harvesting and investment, leveraged buyouts, troubled ventures, turnarounds, and so on. By the end of section 10, you will be learning everything that there is in this world that goes around fundraising and venture capitalism. But lucky for you, it doesn't end here. The remaining 3 sections of this course is a delight of bonus sessions that covers my personal experience in business and entrepreneurship. These bonus sessions are practical tips and ideas for you to apply in your startup or real life and yield profit. And by personal experience, consider these bonus sessions are as solid as the core sessions because they possess the potential of changing your life in a lot of fundamental ways.